think the biggest issue that cities face right now, which will be exacerbated by 2040, are inequities. We've seen this uncovered during the pandemic, where there were people that were working on the front lines and those who were able to work at home. There were parents that were teaching their kids at home and others that weren't. And it was very hard on certain communities, and it was the first time that I think worldwide we got a glimpse into what that looked like. And we have a choice now. We could either lean in and figure out how to make that gap between the inequities a lot closer, or we're going to end up with bigger problems by 2040. I think some of the best practices were the governments that recognized that communities stepped forward and created mutual aid networks, and then they helped the communities help their neighbors. I think that was one of the most kind of heartening things that we saw during the COVID pandemic, and we really need to learn from that. City governments need to lead the way, but the way they need to lead is through partnership with communities. So it's really imperative that they sit down with communities, understand what their shared goals are, and figure out how are we going to work to create multiple benefits. Benefits that help the government, benefits that help the community, all in one project. I think our biggest challenge is that we have pressing needs today. And it's hard to think about the long term when we're trying to think about how we're going to make sure that our unemployment rate isn't as high, that affordable housing exists for everybody that needs it, that people have food on their table. And that's the big struggle now, is how do we plan for today and for tomorrow and for 20 years from now. Cities can unlock a lot of opportunities by working with communities. The biggest one is that they'll understand what communities need. Communities are on the ground, they're on the front lines, they know what their neighbors need and they know what they need themselves. So if the cities go to communities and create a partnership where they're working together for shared goals, then they can start building projects that both of them need.